Fellow tacticians, it is Saturday. That means it's double gold day, and that means it's finally time for us to tackle the newest Mirror Elite campaign. Octarius Mirror Elite, today is your time to at least knock out the first two chapters. Now, unfortunately and semi-fortunately, my Black Templars aren't really in the strongest place yet. The reason I say unfortunately is because this is where they're required to be used. The reason I say fortunately is because A, you'll see them more at a realistic power level for this campaign, but also at the same time, from what I understand, is there's a lot of these battles that we're going to be doing that will enable us to use other Imperial characters that we do have at pretty strong levels. So let's take a look at the required 3 that we have. This is our God's Will, not a lot invested into him, sitting at Bronze 1. We have a Bronze 3 Brother Burchard, I'm not sure. And then we also have a Bronze 2 Ancient Thoriad, who, before was just so bad, but now I'm actually really excited about this passive, the Astartes Banner. I think that's going to be really stellar. Now, we also have very strong Imperial characters to bring in as support. We have a very strong Bellator, Diamond 2 Calgar. So, of course, as always, take everything with a grain of salt, just due to the nature of how overpowered I'm going to be in some of these battles. But I will try to take a look and give some opinions for everything else as we move forward, and just talk about the maps and everything as we go. Now, we'll go ahead and hop into our first battle, and, I'll give my opinions and random thoughts as I normally do anyway. First battle, 3 Xenos badges. I've been dumping them into my Winged Prime because I really want to see what this character can do. Always nice to get the Codexes of War. And I do have a Blue Star Snappereka, so getting more Archaeotech here will be actually really nice. As far as the upgrades go, not too blown away or excited about really getting more of those. I think we'll bring Yarrick in just for the summons to make these go quick, and then of course God's Will is going to be mandatory too. Pop over here and we'll just use the active, see how that looks. Money. And we'll go ahead and drop in, send Bellator up here on the side, put God's Will over here for the buff, and then just kind of tuck our God's Will back. So this map's not really bad. Just a couple of ooh, a Stormboy dropped in. Okay, they added that into the campaign. That can be really bad, actually. If you're playing like a Protect the President kind of style, like you would with Sybil, right? The Stormboys can really ruin your day, so that's a really cheeky move right there, and you just saw the banner right there come in and really help out the damage profile there. Let's see how that double hit. Woo! That passive coming in from Burchard really hitting. But yeah, if you're kind of playing a Protect the President kind of style right there, you're going to have a little bit of a bad time. So I guess that's a way for them to really, really force you to make sure all of your characters are at a decent level that you want to be doing this. Another battle that we can bring everybody, so awesome. Once again, Grots all have the battle fatigue. Grot tanks, same thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Stormboys, to be honest. So let's go ahead and drop some Guardsmen in here. And screw it, we'll just get the Inceptor in here turn 1, and then move all of our Black Templars up. Knowing that there could be Stormboys, I really want to avoid putting any of these guys on Razor Wire, just in case. We'll see what happens. But I don't think any of these units here, or in the previous battle, had any sort of indication that they would bring in the Stormboys. I gotta take another look at that later. Unfortunately, we're running at absolute bare minimum energy to be able to do this, so I'm really trying to avoid dipping into the 1000 Blackstone refresh. Not gonna lie to everybody, sorry, this gave 2,500 gold, Codex of War, Site Conductive Material, and now we also have a place to farm Righteous Candles. I think this is our first elite node to get the Site Conductive Material, so... Oh, just kidding. It's not one of the rewards, it's a 3-star reward, just kidding, so... So, yeah, there we go. Alright, more Black Templar. upgrades. Words are hard sometimes, especially with my ADHD ass brain, man. All right, let's drop brother up here and lay down the fire. Man, that's always so satisfying. One of my favorite abilities in this game, honestly. Getting the fleas, everything's good there. We could use the banner here, but we really don't need it. Could be a good way to really protect us versus any potential storm boys that drop in. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, and then I distracted myself. I forgot that I was going to be doing this video today, so I was like, oh yeah, let's get upgrades for Ragnar. And then, I used all my energy, and then I was like, oh shit. Oh, well, oops. Even more Black Templar upgrades. That's really nice to get a lot of these in. I think one of the only elite node right now to get the legendary Black Templar upgrade is like Octarius Elite 38. And that's actually where I'm stuck right now. I can't beat that battle at the moment with my current state of orcs. We're going to be careful here. We're just going to pop this. I don't think... Yeah, okay, so Storm Boys drop in. And I want to see if there's any sort of way that we have an indicator on if that's going to happen. Orc Boys, Nope, Stick Bombs, Ramshackle. So there's real no way to know if this is going to happen to you or not. So that's it's a little scary, if we're being honest. You could be like, oh yeah, I got this battle in the bag. It looks easy. And then next thing you know, you're just getting absolutely demolished. So I guess use this video as a Thoriad. All right, we might have to start holding some of these guys back. But got some rare Xenos badges there. We got the double gold, so that's beautiful. And then, of course, more Snapperaka shards for the Archaeotech. It's going to feel really good for us. I think right now we're dumping all of our rare Xenos badges into Calandus because, I use them for TA and haven't had his Wireweave net fully upgraded. So that was a little unfortunate. Special issue ammo is not bad. 100 scraps always nice. Bones of the Paragon is nice when I eventually take Helbrecht to Diamond 2. And of course, Codexes of War, always beautiful. Always gotta love those. Also, one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if this is actually content that y'all want to see. And the reason I say that is because historically, these videos don't perform very well. And honestly, as long as they help one person out, I will keep doing it. But I also, want to make sure that it's actually being valued by everybody, right? I don't make these just because I'm bored. The goal is to hopefully help people out in some way or another. So no Storm Boys on this mission, so it seems very sporadic on us getting that. We're just going to keep them back here. But yeah, just business as usual grots. We have... the tanks coming in, everything's pretty standard. Haven't seen anything too crazy except for those Storm Boys, which I really like seeing more of them come in. It would be really, really freaking nice if we could unlock Gaz as a playable character. I know some people were like, oh, we shouldn't have a raid boss, but I don't see why not. I don't see why not at all. Bones of the Paragon, thank you for that. Farming those out the hard way for my Gold 3 Helbrecht was... 'twas not fun. 'Twas not fun at all. But I know one thing that I am a little disappointed in is the fact that I'm able to bring so many of these characters in here. Just due to the nature that, I really wanted to kind of showcase the Black Templars. Alright, just in case they have Storm Boys, I popped the active there for the damage reduction. No Storm Boys on this battle, so... that's nice. Let's drop the Inceptors in here. Hopefully we get a little bit of the battle fatigue, and we did not. We'll just keep these guys back here. I'm not really at risk of even losing out on the Lightning victory. Unless, we don't get fleas, but we got some fleas. Beautiful. That worked out perfectly. So, Lightning victory is doubly nice because, double gold. So, now granted, it's 200 gold. Whatever, but every little bit helps now that I'm leaning more towards being free to play. So, all right, Codex of War. We got the rare Forge badges, which the Forge badge or the Forge system needs some love before I really want to do anything with it. The fact that it costs so much. Ooh, Purity Seal of the Primarchs. Nice. And 5k gold. Always nice. As for epic badges, I believe we're giving them to Neurothrope's active ability, and then I got to figure out where I want to place them afterwards. But like I was saying, the Forge system, right? It's the fact that it costs so much, right? It costs gold. It costs like 10 of the material, depending. And then it also costs, you know, a decent amount of gold. Just really makes it hard to want to use. Really hard. So, Storm Boys, yes or no? Nope. Alright. Seems like, and maybe there's something, like, miscellaneous that triggers them. I don't think there actually is. But it just might be battle dependent. So. But, yeah, honestly, I would love to see, like, a 2-for-1 trade system for badges. It would actually help get me a lot more excited for, you know, more Imperial factions or more Xenos factions, right? Like, right now, it's just, give me chaos or I'm gonna complain kind of deal. Alright, so, good chunk of gold there. That 5k being doubled feels damn nice. And we're on to Sad Req's last battle, but we are gonna have to refresh for 500 Blackstone. And keep pressing on. I think I mismathed. I think I can afford to lose one. I need 180 or 160 energy, and I originally thought that I needed 180. So all good, all good. My hair is bleh. Anywho, oh, there's Storm Boys coming back. 2, 3. 3 seems to be pretty decent standard. Let's just go ahead and blast them with Burchard. Beautiful, love to see it. And we'll drop in Inceptors. And then, honestly, we'll just keep everybody back just in case. And let them do it. I don't imagine Sad Req is going to do anything crazy. The Imperial tier list just came out, and we don't have great opinions on that character, so. I think it is a little annoying to have this Elite campaign come out now, especially given the state of the orcs. Oh, but this is nice. This is nice. So this is something that I commented on the other videos, that each additional metal requirement was only giving 1. So they went back with the old method of giving increased values. So this 2-star gives 2 and a 3-star gives 3. Boom, that's 11 Archaeotech for me. I'm not complaining. It's actually going to be kind of the case across all of the orcs. Well, most of the orcs. I'm going to have... Alright, I think I have Tank Smash at blue. Snotflog is about to be blue. And Golgorts and Snappa are going to be... Or Gibba are going to be a while before they get it. But, yeah. I mean, another place for me to get Archaeotech if I need. But let's pop out of here. Well, just kidding. Let's go ahead and grab this chest. Got both of them, technically. Cool. 5 uncommon Xenos badges. Not terrible. We've got this crate as well, which gives us the Req order, always nice, and rare Xenos, that's always nice. Actually, I think we're going to be able to do a Req 10 for everybody after this video, so sweet. Let's pop over here. Might as well. It's not like we're going to get any more. And yeah, I've grinding out Neol. Arimon popped up in the shop today, had to grab it. Let's go ahead and dump in Calandus. Boom, boom, there we go. And that actually still below Certus. Still below Certus. And for our orcs right now, we're looking at we've already got blue Tank Smasher. And we are going to be going for blue Snotflog as soon as we get 4 more orbs, and that will give us 489 Archaeotech and make salvage runs feel a little bit better. Let's go ahead and dump these into Winged Prime. Money. And right now, my goal is to get these 3 characters above Incisors. Y'all know how I feel about Incisors. But, alright, cool. Let's, real quick, check what mission we have. Win 30 battles using all Imperial units. Easy. Defeat 200 enemies with Imperial units. Also very easy. We will 100% get this one. Maybe not... Oh. What just happened? BlueStacks, why do you do this to me? Where did my game go? Alright, there it is. Alright. Yay, weapon anointment oils. But I mean, 3 more uncommon Xenos badges, not terrible. We always love the codexes, and I don't really give too many shits about Gibba-Scraps badges. Or shards, sorry. Okay, let's see what we got. Everything looks pretty standard. I need to be a little bit careful, especially once we start hitting, like, you know, or Chapter 3. Because those Storm Boys are going to probably have a chance to really ruin our day. But let's see if we get any Storm Boys here. Nope, not on this one. So we are good for right now. Want to position here. That way we get the Inceptor passive activated. Well, the Bellator passive activated for the extra hit. But yeah, business as usual. And I think, obviously, honestly, Thoriad and Bouchard are going to be worth the investment. I think I'm just going to play Protect God's Will. I still don't think he's that great of a character. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Beautiful. Tyranid upgrades. While I'm almost done with the Neurothrope, farming these upgrades have been absolutely painstaking. Might move Bouchard up, see if he wants to actually support this battle or not. No. We'll just keep him back. This honestly looks like a map for some Storm Boys. Let's see if it happens. We'll just play passive and defensive just in case. And hits coming in. Nope, no Storm Boys. And we'll just wrap it up. So, pretty straightforward. Most of these campaigns are going to be super simplistic. Getting adrenal glands is nice, especially if we ever do decide to upgrade Winged Prime, which it's very possible that we will. Let's see here. Oh, somebody shared their Mortarion hit. Let's see how we did. 395. We also got 261, 366. Nice. Yeah, Snoz has been killing it, man. He's really been running with the Neurothrop comp. And it's been pretty awesome. So good to see him kicking ass. Really good to see that. All right, let's pop back in here. Another place to farm. Some Space Wolf upgrades, which right now is really just going to be Ragnar. I think even when I unlock Niall, he's just going to sit down there at the bottom. If y'all know me, then you know how addicted I am to collecting things, which probably is not the healthiest game for me to play, right? So that's something to consider, but yeah, I don't think I'm really going to be doing too much with the Space Wolves, aside from Ragnar. And honestly, with the way that Screamer Killer has been hitting for Legendary 4, I don't think I'm going to be able to use Ragnar for Screamer Killer. So maybe Gaz, maybe lower levels of Screamer Killer, we can really get some solid hits out. Yeah. You know, I really should start streaming because I feel so damn awkward talking to myself. Like, I know I'm eventually talking to all of you, but right now it's really hard for my brain to justify it, if that makes sense. Alright, swap these two around. Actually, might put Bellator on the right flank here, and then keep everybody else back. And we'll just pop summon, cluster, banner, wait. Yeah, the damage output from these haven't been really hurting too much. Ah, there's the Storm Boys. We knew it was going to be happening. And only 2 for this one, so I don't know what kind of characteristics might be triggering this. If there's anything, or if it's just preset, but they seem to be relatively consistent with how they've normally acted. RNG, once again, providing a very big, make or break. If the Storm Boys end up hitting you hard, then you just come back and hopefully they just die on landing. Might be something to consider, for sure. It's just kind of like Anufet on Indomitus Elite, or even just standard Indomitus. Like, it could definitely change things a lot, depending on if he summons turn 1 or if he summons turn 4, right? Because those summons from Anufet hit like a truck if you are not prepared for them in the campaign, for sure. Just back up here, drop 2 of our Inceptors out. We can move Burst Shard up. It's not really going to make too much of a negative difference. So these are the maps. These are what you're going to be fighting against. And granted, I've got 2 Diamond 2 characters just plowing through it, and I'm sorry. But I also want to make sure I get it done. The goal is to eventually, would be nice to have every campaign done. But Octarius, man, Octarius Elite. Those orcs just feel so damn bad to use. And, you know, one thing that's been really awesome is seeing a lot of the comments on the tier list video and a lot of y'all's ideas on what could be done to really make the orcs pop, give them that modernization. Also, 1K subscribers today, everybody. That is massive. I never dreamed that I would be, you know, making it to numbers like that. Like, that is insane. Thank y'all so much. I've got a really interesting piece of content planned coming up. Let's see here. We've got that tome, a rare forge badge. Okay. I've got a really interesting piece of content coming up, hopefully next week, along with the winter announcement. We've got an epic Xenos badge. We've got the Codex of War. Sweet. You know what? For shits and giggles, after this, we'll go ahead and play my replay on Mortarion using the Screamer Killer. The Neurothrope lineup, if anybody's interested in that. A little bit of bonus content. Alright, group everybody up over here. Pop the banner just in case they're Storm Boys. Honestly, I want a Storm Boy to smack one of these guys. That way y'all can see how impactful it is. There it is. Perfect. Ask and I shall receive. So we got 2 of them. And I think we'll just be able to blast them with... Yep. Not entirely a kill, but you can definitely get a lot of mileage out of your existing Imperials. So... I'm actually surprised there is not a single mission that we've run into yet where it's just the 3 Black Templars. So maybe in the future, Chapter 4 would be a very rough place to add that in, for sure. So. Alright. We're fighting Give a Scraps. He should bring in another Grot tank, which... shouldn't feel special at all just because we've been fighting the Grot tanks this whole entire campaign so far. Yep, there's his Grot tank. He used it on turn 1, which is nice because, you know, as you probably know, the more turns that he waits to use it, the stronger it gets. Cool. And then we just keep everybody back in the corner. So, very easy first 2 chapters. I didn't expect really to have any sort of challenge or pain points there. Except Give a Scraps actually just tanked Bellator. Very easily. That was surprising. Pretty decent armor on that character anyway, so that's not entirely surprising, but makes sense. So what we'll do is we will collect our chests here. Boom, we got a... Who the hell needs this? I'm surprised somebody still needs a rare pistol. Okay. And then we'll grab this. Cool, we got more Xenos badges. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and hop over here. We will go ahead and use our Rec 10. Let's see how that looks for us. Anything legendary? We got 1. It's probably going to be orbs. Pestillion shards. Honestly, unless it's legendary orbs, which even legendary orbs I'm not too excited about. It's really hard for me to get excited about Rex on this account. Unless, like, I were to pull Arimon, which I'm so damn close to unlocking him anyway. It's like, whatever. It's just, what do you give to a man that has everything? Oh, yay, Varro. Like, right? I mean, that's enough to take him to another star count, but I won't. 10 extra Archaeotech, that's nice. Toth, we're good on Athana, we're good on Yazagor, we're good on Corodius. This is actually okay, and I'll show you all why here in a second. We're actually taking Malladus to Blue Star eventually, so we need 23 more orbs. We're also working on Ingrax to blue star. We're doing him via Onslaught. So he's still being ground out. Not sure how grammatically that is best to do, but he's still being worked on to get to blue star. We're going to take Abraxas next to blue star, and then Ulf is going to blue star with the battle pass coming out next. So that will all be pretty stellar to have. Go ahead and snag this Archaeotech here. Nice. And then we'll pop over here to take a look at the new mission that we got. 10 arena battles and 30 lightning victories. Easy enough to do. Easy enough to do. One thing that has felt really weird is I have every single mission in the game done right now. Which, yeah, feels nice as a completionist, but it's just empty. It's empty. Let's go ahead and take a look at this replay, though. Show you all how I do it with the Neurothrope team. All right, we'll go ahead and slow our speed down just a smidge. That way it's not too fast. But I always open up with this starter here on most of the battles. Positioning Eldrion here, and I used to position Aleph Null here, and always Roswitha kind of on this hex, so he funnels down, and gives us room to escape here onto the right side, and then Roswitha is able to take high ground. That's going to be a staple anytime that you want to use Roswitha, that you have Eldrion, and I'll show you why. And then I keep my Neurothrope and my Thad over here on the left side, so they are able to achieve high ground pretty easily and stay relatively safe. So let's take a look at the movements over here and what I did and why I did it. So the first thing we did was we positioned Eldrion right here so he's able to apply Doom. We sacrificed the hits on Abraxas because we didn't really need to get them out that early. Granted, yes, getting his his ranged attack in would give us another stack of Neuroparasite. We used Neurothrope's active on turn 1 to get 2 stacks initially, and then we followed up with the attacks from Thad and Eldrion, and then Roswitha getting the attack from high ground is always nice. We move Abraxas out. We attack with Eldrion for the Neuroparasite, and also one thing to note is that you do want to attack as much as you can with Weaver of Fate, or before Abraxas attacks because of Weaver of Fates. So that's always something. Now we're going to go ahead and drop the Abraxas summons out. We get 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks of Neuroparasite. Now, one thing that I did bad here was I attacked with Eldrion first before I did the summon, and that means I get 1 less Abraxas summon out, but it actually kind of works out in our favor. We get the melee attack up here because we have a Diamond 2 Roswitha. That attack, and now we can drop the Neurothrope attack for a beautiful 25k and get another summon out of Abraxas. Now, since we didn't have an additional summon here, he actually dropped the Lantern down here, which was really nice. Now we can follow up for the rest of our attacks. Ranged attack, getting our stacks built up. Melee attack there, which is a little risky, and actually ends up hurting us a little bit, just due to the nature of how low her health bar is, and also getting some Poxwalkers out there wasn't the greatest either. Now I got to be very careful with my positioning. I do back her up to drop down the percent damage. Fire off with Eldrion. Thad moves forward, which might have been a mistake. I tried to clump up over here to prevent Roswitha from dying so I could get an attack there, but then I move Abraxas up very stupidly to take high ground for his 6k melee attack there. And then another blast with Neurothrope, 46k. Now that cost me Roswitha and Abraxas both. And that could have been the difference of like another 20,000 damage, honestly. It was a huge mistake. But that's how I did Mortarion, and I definitely cleaned it up from my next hit. I've hit a high of 404k on Mortarion using that comp, so hopefully if you didn't like watching the campaign, you're able to watch this and enjoy that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is everything to cover tonight. We've talked about the Black Templars a little bit. We talked about the first 2 chapters of Octarius Mirror Elite. Hopefully, you know, you're enjoying getting these the campaigns pushed out. I'm really looking forward to being able to do the rest of this campaign. Not so much because I want a chance to farm any of the orcs better, but more so having access to it to get some of these upgrades that we've been sorely needing. Working on the like this upgrade right here, the only place you can get it is Octarius Mirror Campaign, and it's like 10 battles at like 17% chance. It's dreadful. So, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I will go ahead and have this video uploaded, and it will be available to you on Monday, I believe. And, yeah, let me know if this is stuff that you actually enjoy seeing, if there's other stuff that you want to see instead. I just want to make sure that I'm putting out content that's useful to all of you. But until next time, everybody, take it easy. Gonna go ahead and put up... Here, let's actually get rid of this. No, that's not what I wanted to get rid of. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah. And then over here, somewhere, right, I'm going to be putting my Discord up. So if you want to join the community Discord, please do so. We have IVS that you can join as well, a fantastic alliance. And the more people that we get, the better. I think we've actually brought 3 new people recently into the developmental guild. Now, I don't plug this, but I have been asked, what's your referral code? I will put it here. Now, I hate putting the referral code because the referral code is supposed to be used to refer your friends to the game. So, everybody else that spams a referral code, meh. However, I get why some people do it, right? It gives you some rewards as the content creator or, you know, just people in general. Now, granted, the person that you use their code gets a lot more rewards than you do. You get 100 Blackstone, they get a whole hell of a lot more, and that's going to include 100 Blackstone when you hit level 8. It's like another 100 Blackstone whenever you hit like 20. It's like 200 Blackstone when you make a purchase, and it's also 10 Reqs whenever you hit 25. So understand that it's best to use for a friend, or it's best to use for an alternate account if you so choose to make one. So be very, very frugal with it. And then also my personal Discord as well, so you can message me. However, it's probably best to just message me in the community Discord. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and until next time, peace.